Hello, anyone and everyone. I am the Mr. Ben, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. Trying to remember where I left off. it's been a week. Been a full week. How's your week been? I hope it's been absolutely amazing. Yeah. So let's just get straight back into it, shall we? Yes. Sure. Having a quick look at some of the other missions that I have to do. So yeah, let's see if... Oh, what's the time? 20 to 8. Alright, so nearly 9 o'clock. And I'm not around Kim. Let's go back in here, because I want to... There is secret entrances. Or, you know. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's starting to get a little bit more full around here. I want to get in there.
A heavy steel door with...
How do I get in there?
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod. He looks up at you. Shrugging is an international sign for...
Okay, alright. So he definitely doesn't know what's behind that door. Can I don't suppose I can... I don't think I have the actual photo on me, do I? Oh no, I do. I do have a photo.
An intricate web
already interacted with,
looks
don't
like
you?
the
Yeah, I
electronic
have.
pattern.
But I can't... Okay, so I can't... Can I put the photo anywhere? No. No, I cannot. Okay. I tried. Alright, so then. Let's... Oh, what's this? Oh, right, this whole thing. Yeah, right. Funny. Maybe later. When I've picked up a song that I'll actually do. 'Cause I don't have a tape to do that yet. There's a lot of things I can't do at the moment. Other than, I guess, wait around.
The door is closed. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Okay. I can't open that one, and then that's my one. Are those still spinning? Why is that still spinning? Weird. Weird. No, I can't sleep just yet. And I guess that's
A mirror
just...
hangs
Oh,
on the
okay, how
bathroom
long?
wall. In it, your face
Yes.
adorned with
What
an
a
expression.
what a lovely face. Dig deep into your mind, locate the source of the expression. Use your chain cutters to fix the faucet. Stop steam from fogging up the mirror. Oh, tool not in hand. Okay. Heard about the band. Ooh ooh. Dig deep into... Okay. So first things first. Let's equip the chain cutters. There we go. Give us some more.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom
Okay, now
wall.
it's even. Okay.
In it, your face adorned with the expression.
All right. Let's try and do a deep dive.
It
Yay!
belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
Have I got the expression down pat? Have I got it? Enough time had passed for a fleeting moment. Yeah.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened.
Again.
Forget about ostentatious orchestrations. For Revachol,
That's right, yeah.
your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume Lamillion.
Uh-huh.
If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right.
Okay. Alright.
Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open air, Boîte de Nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
So I adopted it. Well, I feel the need to add a clicking sound when I make it. How long ago was the new? Anything else? Like, oh, I won't become a cowboy drink or something, but does this have anything to do with ostentatious orchestrations? Okay, so I guess I just can just run through them all.
Everyone loved it.
Yeah.
Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
Yeah. How long ago was
There
it?
is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you. Or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
You could say the expression kind of has taken on a known meaning because of the world that is now around it. I was like, why did I become a cowboy?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that.
But give yourself a new life, then.
Not
Does
really.
it? No.
OO must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band anyway.
What do you
The
have to
clip
say that?
is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume Lamillion's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to it, because, unlike Guillaume Lamillion, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous.
Yeah, right. I guess that's that then.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Maybe. Not going to give that a shot because that is way too low. But more than 50-50 chance to get that one. So let's see.
The
No.
chain cutters slip out of your
Off
hands as you
by
attempt to twist
one.
the faucet into place.
Uh-huh.
Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber.
Alright. So, oh, okay, cool. What's this do? -1 logic. Why would I do that? I'm all about pluses, not minuses around here. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right, I can go out there, can't I? But there's there's nothing actually out here from what I can tell. Nothing. I want to get up there. How do I get up there? All right, hang on. What if I knock what if I just keep knocking on that door? Just keep knocking. Just keep knocking. Just keep knocking. Just keep knocking.
The door is
Knock
closed.
again.
Still nothing.
Punch the door.
You slam your fist into the
Woo!
door. It does not produce a hole. The door sits sturdily in the frame, and your fist hurts. This was all a very good, normal thing to do. Still nothing.
Okay.
The murmur in your ears recedes slowly. Your breathing normalizes. That's one lucky door.
Alright. Leave.
Bent metal. Broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects.
I'm a one-man wrecking
You
ball.
are the destroyer.
Yep.
The bane of inanimate matter.
Gaze upon me, stuff and despair. No, I'm just a disempowered individual trying to take my disempowerment out on everyday objects. Yeah.
Look, there's a discarded milk carton on the floor. Why don't you destroy that, too?
No, I feel sorry for the things I destroyed. I'm sorry, milk carton.
You're right. That's definitely not the behavior of a destroyer at all. That's just severe anger management problems and a disregard for property rights.
Yeah. Alright. So I can't get in there. I don't want to go to sleep because I have to wait till 9 to get to the apartment. So I really just have to sort of, you know, walk around, I guess, for about an hour or so. I don't need a drink. It's not happening. Nope. Okay. And then it's just all those guys. Alright. Can I get out? No? No, okay. Yeah, you guys don't say anything. You just talk the same shit. Yeah, yeah. All about the Benjamins. Okay. There's you. There's all you guys. Let's see. You think? I think you just said that. Yeah.
The woman still no response.
No, okay. And there's not really a whole lot going on over here, is there? No. Well, this has been very productive so far.
Right to work! Right to work!
Not exactly as you
We
go
were
here.
promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you're unable to breach the entrance.
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess bunk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Head measurer. Wait, what's
Yeah.
a head? Yeah.
That giant up there on the bridge you talked to.
Oh, that's what his
Head
actual.
measurer.
Oh,
Let the
measure
work
head.
go on.
Ah, okay, you're right.
Access
Okay.
panel is right behind him.
Okay.
Bad.
Yeah.
Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position.
Yeah.
And he's trained.
That's smart.
I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're warriors, not fighters.
Have you considered storming in? You know, go. Just the masses. You know?
Why don't you go arrest them instead?
I don't want to.
Sure, they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
But they're scary.
Wait. They might go home eventually.
Okay.
Or get drunk.
Alright.
Leave the access panel unguarded. Or the company sends someone to reason with them. Unexpected situation. But we hold the pressure on until someone makes a mistake. Then it's our time. We strike.
Okay. So what is a strike for you guys? I know what
When
it.
a bunch of
You know.
ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
So what did the strike is
Beats
for?
me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work.
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting. His
What do you
shirt
mean
is
by
far
that?
too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls,
Yeah,
held
right.
up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
Ah, You're wearing new
He
clothes.
ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers. Raises
Interesting.
both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his.
Where did he get them from?
Silence is the answer.
Hmm.
There's something off here.
Hmm.
He won't say what.
Hmm.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Yeah.
What's
okay.
it to you?
Curiosity. Got to figure out the strike mess. Routine, part of the investigation. I thought you looked real familiar for a second there. I think, yeah, just go routine, part of the investigation.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight
Damn.
for the rights of people.
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter for jobs. He seems a more brutal, cunning, and suspicious person. Just a hunch. Or you just might be paranoid.
I already got that. Yeah, I already got that. I'm just interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
Bouncer? Where? I frequent a lot of bars, maybe it's one I know. Sweet, I know bars, been thrown out from several, maybe that's why you seem familiar. I don't really drink, but work has taken some time. Which one was it? Let's go there.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Yeah, might have. I think I've been there only because you've probably been every bar.
Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
Okay. Okay. All right. So there was a bouncer before he went into this sort of gig. Wonder if I want to see if I can get some more information actually out of this guy.
Right to
When a bunch of
Yeah.
There's something odd. His shirt is far.
Yeah.
Silence is the answer. There's something off here.
Oh, he's not gonna.
Won't say what.
Oh, that's it. Okay, right, fine. What about you? You got anything new? Anything I haven't talked to you about yet?
Hola, wandering man.
Ah, yes.
How can I help you?
Do you know anything about the Hardy
Los
Boys?
Hardys?
Yeah.
They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility.
Interesting.
They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that.
Mm.
Except it's Eberhard's law.
Mm.
But really, they're just like you.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. Let's actually let's see if we can talk to Everett again about the Hardys. Or maybe even Measurehead. What does Measurehead have to say? Nothing about this mug. Why are you not with the Hardy Boys? What are those tattoos you're supposed to be? Let's go with that funky.
You have really let yourself.
Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last.
Mm-hmm.
In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. The company is spiritually.
Are they beta cucks in your eyes, eh?
You pick up on something official in
Oh
his
boy.
tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
You pick on something he's putting on. But you're all part of the union.
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept of simony.
Okay.
Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
What have you got against? Yeah.
Fine. They have
There we go.
recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler. It's shameful.
You talking about that lawyer girl?
Find out for yourself. Endomorphic blob.
Okay. What are those tattoos of yours supposed to be?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Welcome to Revachol.
Uh,
You hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the He must think redheads are immigrants.
Okay.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
If you
The
say
drawings
so.
are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be small.
Ah, good old phonology. Are you sure? I mean, that jaw is clearly out of stigmata. Earlobe's too big. You sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you? You're right, that's craniometric. Oh, man. Yeah, just throw that at him.
That atavistic stigmata makes pussy say yes, plenty.
Wasn't expecting that.
Babe, thanks. But I got this.
Okay. We'll just make our way then. Yeah, go this way. You can sleep after 9, saving heals all your health and morale. I've already got my health and morale all fine, so even less reason to sleep. Yeah, this way. Take that off. Don't need it. Don't need a headband on when you've got your headphones in. Can I go down here? Oh, I can go down here. What you? A composite eye of halogen lights watches you, emitting a low buzz. Oh yeah, this is the controls for all that shit. Yeah, right. Don't think I can do this just yet. I think it's still locked.
You're back before the cargo container.
Oh.
Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Hey there, sugar.
The container door appears unmoved by your attempt at flattery.
You're a fine piece of engineering, you know that? Come on, don't shut me out. Let me in. It's just another day, another cup, another container. God, that's so creepy. Yeah, let's go with. Come on, don't shut me out. Let me in.
The door does not respond to your advances.
Oof.
Is it possible that it seems somehow more closed than before?
That's low, so let's try not doing that just yet. I want to open it, but I can't. I won't yet. Was there? Yep, there is. Money's a full dollar's worth and change. We got $30 now. Oh yeah. What's this? Ooh, even more money. Ah, even better. We are rolling in it. What do you got? What do you got to say?
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
Okay, cool. I have some questions for you if that's not too much trouble. Hey, Philip Cakes, how you going, my man?
Mister. No trouble at all. It's like that old saying goes, wisdom withers if not shared. And old Leo is always up for sharing.
Cool. Are you Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
Yeah, what was that about the borscht? I finally was able to catch a strike. Yeah, all good, my man. I know the time difference, man, so it's all good. The fact that you're here is like, thank you. What was that about the
Oh,
borscht?
yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started.
What makes it special though? That's what I want to know.
Very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Power borscht, huh?
Hmm.
Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dog fighters. alcohol, however.
What do you mind by taking the soup to the minutes for strengthening? Yeah, is it for strengthening?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Oh. Wait. Who makes it the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's good. He makes
Uh-huh.
it. Them was always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Okay. Looks like, yeah. I'm gonna look into
Oh,
it.
sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
He didn't actually understand what you meant,
Yeah.
and now he's just nodding along.
I'm assuming that's a race. So I'm gonna sleep. I have to wake up a bit earlier. It's all good, my man. Like I said, I was surprised that you're here, considering the time difference. But hey, thanks, man. You know.
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot.
That's
I
just
just want you to know there was
stereotype.
never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
I believe you, bud. What do we got on here? Oh yeah, the special boss. What's this special? Yeah, that's right. The cook in the oil is making it. You can find him in the kitchen. Look into it. Cool. I shall do that. Just let me talk to Everard first, just in case there's anything new, especially with the hard is.
Mr. Dubois,
there it is.
I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes.
Sometimes.
Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today?
I'm looking into your I'm not going to say anything about the Shady Brew until I've actually looked into the Shady Brew. It called me. I'll look. Oh yeah. Okay. What is it?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard. I call you Harry.
So that's really my name.
My God, so it's true.
Yeah.
I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you?
Yep.
What are the odds of that?
I don't know. 1 in 10 million.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
Yeah, my memory is fine. I'm just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently, my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out with my big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips.
Yeah. They seem very sweet, but there's not a lot of substance. Ha!
I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
You must have questions, Harry. Come on now. Don't be shy. Let's hear them.
All right.
Asking too many questions will make you look weak. You should maybe focus on the folder. Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart.
Ooh.
Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Yeah. What kind of folder does it? Where did you get that folder? Yeah.
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
This translates into, haha, you guys are so corrupt.
All right. It's. I really hope. Okay, come on. Come on now. Fingers crossed. Let's do it.
As you look at the folder,
Got it. Good.
Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
Cool. That's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM.
Ha!
Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
Sorry, Wi-Fi. Oh, I didn't notice that the Wi-Fi cut out. Probably because I'm not using your Wi-Fi. That's cool.
He got the name from the Census Bureau and everything else from your behavior here in Martinez.
Okay.
But I really got you good there for a moment, didn't I, Harry?
A little bit.
Now, what can I do for you?
Tell me more.
That means he doesn't really
Ah.
know anything about you.
Okay.
A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So yeah, the Census Bureau said my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's
Okay.
what I said. Try to keep up, okay?
No.
Let's move on.
I will move on from this and head to the. Whoa! What the hell? Come on, get. What are you doing? Come on, get. Oh, there we go. All right. Jeez. Whoo! That took way longer than I thought it would. Clasia. Oranje Clasia. Okay. Back we go. Wait, how do I? Oh, down there. Yeah. Nothing there because that's all the same. Yep. All right. Hopefully the cook is still there, considering how late it's getting. So you container you can't open. Equip a pry bar. I really should equip that pry bar. So let's do that. This. Equip that there. There we go. Just get down here. There you go. There you go. Oh, hello. Can I get in there?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy grad made the windows are clear. They've been recent.
Oh,
fumes of
yeah.
Heavy fuel oil waft over you, making it the back.
So I've done. Okay, so I've done all that. All right. Just quickly check if there's any bins around here. I don't think there is. I think there was only one other one, and that was over next to the pawn shop, if I remember correctly. And even then, who's to say it's got anything? Just very quickly, very quickly. There you are. Can I? No, you just nothing. Okay. Well, I'm glad I did that. Oh, well, there we are. There we go. Don't be afraid to say weird things. I never do. People are more forgiving to persons of power, like police officers. I'm very comfortable in saying weird things. I mean, I'm on a Twitch, for Christ's sake. Alright, you.
The
Gimme.
man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
So, Leo said you're friends with Manana, is that true?
The mention of Manana gets his attention.
Yeah.
He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again.
Alright, cool, fine. Wonder if I can learn his language. What is in that borscht you're making there?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Yeah, wait for that.
I'm pretty sure he asked you a question.
Probably.
He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Mercury rising. No, sorry, I don't understand you.
Just one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer with his brow arched.
Mercury rising.
Horse need more vodka?
Oh, okay.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself. Turning it up seems like a dangerous
It does.
idea. Honestly, the place is a powder keg.
Yes, don't turn your fingers clockwise. Turn the vodka up, or no vodka. Turn your finger, cut it. Well, I'm not gonna. See, this is where it gets tricky because you know if I tell him no, if I say no, then it ends up being like really you're telling me no for. But then again, yeah, like he said, say yes, and it's a powder keg. So decisions. Hey, Gorilla, how you going, man? Should I? Actually, yeah. Should I? You've played this before. Should I turn the vodka up or just bring it down a little bit? Because I'm a little bit. I'm not too sure which way we should go here. I feel like we should be cutting it so that it doesn't, just so this place doesn't explode. But then that might put me in bad standing with the chef, and I don't want to. I actually never did this quest, but turn it up. The people have spoken. Turn it up.
He smiles, nodding vigorously, then pours half a bottle of vodka into the pot. With a whistle, he stirs the brew.
Cool. Could I have some of that?
He smiles and nods enthusiastically and, chattering away in his language, ladles some brew into a small thermal cup, then hands it to you.
Cool. Thanks, bud. Do you know what's behind the
He looks
door?
up at you, then looks away,
No.
shrugging
Okay.
is an international sign.
All right, fine. Stay masculine, bud. I'm debating whether or not I want to get some vodka tonight. Oh, mate, you know, as long as you don't go absolutely silly with it, then yeah, why not? +1 to physique, -1 to morale. Cool. I'm not gonna use touching that just yet. Cool. Also depends on what kind of vodka you get, because you know, man, the first time I ever drank was a good time. Yeah. You think can I remember the first time I drank? Not really. Well, no, I guess the first time I did I drank was, you know, a little while ago. And yeah, it was a good time. Good time. Didn't go overboard, but you know, had a nice buzz going throughout the night. It was good. Passed out, and apparently he had to make sure I didn't choke to death and clean up my excessive throw up. Okay, that might be going a little bit too overboard. Damn. Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm glad you didn't choke to death in your own vomit, mate. I'm glad you're still here with us. Just a tiny bit too far. Just a smidge. But then it's like when you're young, you don't really know what your limit is until you find your limit, and I guess you found your limit in a big way. All right, let's just talk to her again.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Are you the
Why
hard?
are you wasting your time?
Are you the hardy girl? Are you
I
the hardy
am
girl? Oh.
You could be Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
Why not both?
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
That's right, you know, you're very pretty. Get a grip, Glenn. She went to law school. Again, you can be both. You can be a lawyer and a model if you want to. You do whatever you want, as long as it makes you happy.
The cold look in her eyes speaks louder than words. She is not amused.
Yeah, cool.
It's not her. She's not a hardy girl. Definitely.
Okay, maybe we'll talk later then. Got anything else for me, Hardy?
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. A bullet.
Whoops.
That's mighty curious.
Okay, hang on. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Nope. I'm going to take off now. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. That was a accidental click on my behalf. Hopefully I can go back to that conversation. I doubt it though. That was very bad of me. Damn it. I shouldn't even talk to him because Kim wasn't even there. And Kim actually said, don't go talking around to people while I'm not there to back you up. So, my fault. My bad. Oop, what's this? It takes willpower to even read the author's name. Jan Kals. Jan Kals? From Iguania. Kals? Course? I don't know. What does Joyce have to say? Does she have anything, like, does she still need my badge, or can I do a favor for her, or what? What do you want? What do you need? Yep. Okay, tell me about the Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
Interesting.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
So what do they do then?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing.
Okay.
See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
So who are the other Indo-tribes?
Jean-Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
That sounds ominous. You're in good company.
Why, thank you.
There's a real meaning of the remark. How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
That's a lot. Yeah, wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid.
Yeah.
Then there are capital improvements, interest payments.
I hope they get paid accordingly as well. Like, you know, there's no, they're not getting underpaid.
A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
So where do they get those
They
billions?
started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lormantanga on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
Probably helps to start with a royal monopoly. Yeah, it does help. What does such a huge system with a place like this? Yeah.
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners? Who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
Okay, alright. 8% of all cargo in the world. That's quite the endeavour. Yeah. You don't keep it moving, the workers do. The company is nothing without them. It's true.
There are no minor cogs in the system.
Ooh, okay.
Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
Just you?
With your help.
Does that?
Hopefully, says her warm tone.
Okay, I need to know what the yeah. You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
Not a lot of people boats are there. Does she have a name? Do you have a license for this boat? Yeah, not a lot of
Of
people.
course there are.
Oh, really?
We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Okay, okay.
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Aha.
Technically, the neighboring Ozone and Fas Alamer island groups are archipelagos, while La Caillou, by contrast, is a single fertile landmass, the fourth largest island in the world. It is not an archipelago.
Wait, yeah. Blasted with your knowledge.
Okay, if you want to get technical.
Yeah.
The point is, we're
Semantics.
on islands here, and sail is still the most expedient way to get from one island to another.
Yep.
Especially when you're in a hurry to resolve a strike.
Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail around a boat here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
She's referring to
Yeah.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage.
That's not mine, it's my
No
partner's.
matter whose it is, a motor carriage is just a tool.
True.
You need it to do your job, as I do mine. It's just a means of getting where you need to go.
Okay.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich.
Why do I need to do that?
Why what? Stop thinking. Take her down.
I come off like I'm envious, and I'm not. Why am I even thinking about this? I have police work to do. Yeah.
You're not? Okay then. Just keep on admiring the boat then. Unburdened by envy.
Who says I'm admiring the boat? You don't tell me what to do. You're not my real father. Does the boat have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
Okay, but what kind of boat
It's
is
a
it?
pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing,
Okay.
though these days I mainly use it for business.
So how do you like
My
it?
sloop?
How do you like
I
it?
like
How
it
do
a
you
lot.
like it?
It's the eel's hips, baby.
I assume you have a license for it.
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
Okay.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
May I see your license?
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officer. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but two Insulindic regattas, and finished once.
What happened to the other time?
The other time, I would have finished the race were it not for an urgent work matter, much like the one I'm on now.
Cool, fair enough. Still need to see your license, man.
Technically speaking, you don't.
Pretty sure I do. I'm police.
Then certainly you must know that under the Wayfarer Act, the RCM doesn't have the authority to demand anyone's operator license. Freedom of movement and all that.
Ah, it's news to me.
The Wayfarer Act is one of the few pieces of legislation governing human interaction in the Revachol Zone of Control, along with the Emergency Trade and Ailments Acts.
Yeah, the what now?
It's one of the foundational laws in Revachol, designed to limit the authority of local institutions. Part of it prohibits the RCM from requesting most documents and licenses without permission from a coalition representative. It's a law that keeps Revachol what it is, in limbo.
More like Anarchy Act. So I can't arbitrarily pull people over and ask for the papers. Makes sense, I guess. I mean, look at me. So it's under the authority of local institute, part of a premise commission or coalition representative. Yeah. From a policeman's perspective, it would seem like an anarchy act.
You may still ask to see my passport. That I'm obliged to share with you.
Okay, well then, yes, I'm going to need to see your passport.
Of course.
Look at her passport.
The woman is silent, smiling while the waves lap against the hull. In your hand, under the plastic, a light blue passport saying Republic of Vespa. The coat of arms has a lion and an ostrich. Seagent. The Republic of Vespa, formerly the Republic of Vespa Messina, was once a dual kingdom. An amicable parting of ways produced two constitutional monarchies. Vespa, the richer of the two, is an occidental nation known for its proximity to the Pale and its exotic financial derivatives.
Anything else?
It is a stable country, and yet there has always been something ominous about its perfect stability. It's a place at the edge of the Muindi Isola, overlooking the Obisunt Isles, fracturing into the great unrest of the Pale.
How can you have perfect stability? That's not a thing. Not in reality. Like not in terms of governing people.
The woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revachol, smiles at you, face adorned with frown lines and crow's feet. The photo is recent. The name
one of the most
reads,
interesting plot
Rejoice
points. Oh, right.
Later,
Interesting.
Messier.
More on the Pale Law in this game. I feel like I missed a shit ton. It's one of the most interesting plot points. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm only just now hearing of the Pale Law, so... Can't wait to be informed. The woman something most recent. The name is your name is Rejoice. Your name is Rejoice.
Yes. But please don't call me that.
And why?
Joyce is much more efficient.
Oh, okay. There's obviously something more there, but all right. And from the Republic of Vespa.
My husband is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine is handier when travelling.
Yeah, okay, if you say so. Everything appears to be
She
in order.
nods and returns the plastic bag to her coat.
Cool. One thing I've handled.
Good.
Looks like that's pretty much it. Okay, that'll be all for now. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your evening. Let's go this way. Are you no? Oh wait, no. There you are. Just give another quick little look at you.
Trying to sneak up on me again?
No.
Trying to snuff me out? Get away, pig!
Okay, that's all you have to say. Good. Alright, okay. I'm not going to go in there because no point. I'm sure if I go back in there, they'll be caught out and something will happen. So let's not do that. Let's go just quickly have a look at temporary research bonus, none. Oh, okay. What? Alright, I'll have to look into that. Been there, done that. I guess we'll talk to Kuno again real quick.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I'm gonna ask you who is Kuno.
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Okay.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
So you refer to yourself in the third person?
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you!
Oh shit.
Help! He's got the Kuno help!
I'm just going to leave.
Yeah? Get out of here before the Kuno beats the...
Yeah, that's fine!
Yeah, okay.
Don't listen. Just go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Don't. Yeah. Last time I went down that road, I ended up dying. So let's not do that. We've got another 15 minutes before it hits 9 o'clock. So 9 o'clock in game. So let's go in here. Maybe talk to the dice lady again. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, I need a torch, don't I? So let's take off you. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I need another I need a proper pry bar.
This orange machine is dead. You slip your... No.
Yeah.
If you want to try again, then you need...
Yeah, okay. And that's that. All that, you got the bear, you got that. Let's go this way. Yep, been there, done that. Oh yeah, you. I need. What is the password to this thing? Let's just press play again.
Comes to life.
Good evening, Fortress.
Mm-hmm.
Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Let's try the password for the production
Good.
schedule.
Please repeat the password.
Okay, can you give me a hint?
No.
Oh.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
Is it my birthday?
Still no.
This is the police. Please open this thing. No, I can't. I don't know the password.
Received.
Don't worry.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Stupid question, but maybe it will give me something.
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
Nice. Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian repeater station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress accident.
Fair enough.
As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
Alright.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress accident.
That's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Move
The filament
schedule.
slides out of its glowing nest.
I'll figure out what this password is eventually. It may take a while, but I'll figure it out. There isn't anything there, is there? No. Okay. Hey.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Maybe I am.
Tell me what you have in mind.
I want to die for that. Do you have any curse dice? I'm sorry, I don't actually want that. I just know I'm looking for something to help with my work, actually. Yeah.
I think I have just the right one for you.
Okay, opens the top drawer and two polyhedrons, red and blue, are cradled in her palm.
You're a police officer, right?
Yeah.
Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
Oh, thank you.
A beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it.
Totally overthinking it. Okay. Here's to it. Oh man.
And the two dice drop to the floor and scatter in opposite directions.
Critical fail.
Broken string. The blue one disappears down the pit in the center.
Oh no! Oh shit.
Down the drain, like your career.
Yeah.
I apologize, officer. That comment was unnecessary.
Pick up the red die.
That one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay. The other one was the inverse. They were a set, you see, but now the set is broken. It's a shame.
Shit.
They might have brought you luck. You definitely need luck in Martinez.
Are you going to embarrass yourself in front of the DAS mark? Oh.
Now, was there anything else?
That sucks. It's pretty too. Surely, like, it's gone down the literally down the drain. But like maybe, you know, if I go back down there, will it be in the like will it be just floating around in the furnace, like in the other bit? Like, has it just gone down the furnace and then just clattered its way down, and maybe I can pick it up from here? Whoop, wrong one. Maybe, no.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the
Look
its
inside the
dark and
furnace.
grimy hair. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
I hear the murder of the hangman talking. I'm probably getting carbon monoxide poisoning.
Maybe it's coming from somewhere upstairs, or maybe this sounded real, not imagined.
Damn. Well, that sucks. Ah. Could have really used those dice. Oh well. Had to get a critical fail. You roll dice to get dice, and the dice don't want you to have any more dice. That's just selfish from the dice. Do you have anything else?
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking? Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
I'm sorry, I don't actually know. Tell me, do you have any cursed dice? Do you know what the brittle untethered? Do you know the roll setting? I want to die.
Ah, yes. Fortress Action.
Oh, right, yes.
It's too bad they never finished their game.
Maybe there'll be a password?
The Wiro Untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die.
Oh.
Only, instead of plants, it uses motives of ice and death. And loss, of course.
Ice, death, loss. Sounds like you.
Does, doesn't it?
I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone.
Ooh.
Cast in black.
Ooh.
Is as white as ice and dead as, well, death. For 7 real, I could have it ready in 8 hours.
Yeah, deal.
Great. See you in 8 hours then.
Cool.
Was there anything else?
No, that was it. Thank you very much. Pick up the dust from the dust maker. Pick it up from the duke. Oh yeah, I'll have money with me. Don't worry. I've got like $11 to play around with. Excellent. All right, we've still got about 5 minutes until it's 9 o'clock in game. So. Nothing really around here anymore, is there? I've pretty much done everything.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor.
Yeah,
like a
no.
dog for its mother.
No, I'm good. No reason to pick that up right now. Okay. Oop. Looks like Guillaume de Lemillion on the head. Oh, that's who that is. Okay, cool. It's all coming together now. I'm assuming you don't really have much to add. No.
Hi.
What about you, Mum?
Hello again, esteemed officer.
What about me?
You were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why did you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go. Get back there. The books await you.
What books do you
Everything
have?
is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
She's attempting to mentally direct you towards the shelves. She only wants.
Did you buy that map?
She doesn't care about.
There's a map? I mean, I know I can get. I've been trying to find a map for forever. So no, I haven't bought that map. Do you even know what books you have for sale?
Truth be told, not really. My sister brings in most of the goods.
Top floor, cool,
I'm sure it's
excellent.
all very literary stuff with well-written prose. But you
About
don't learn
time
about
I
the
found a map.
important things in life from fabricated stories.
What do you know? Where do you learn about the important things?
Truth is available if you just know where to look. and you have to open and free your mind to understand.
Okay, I'll take a
She
little look.
smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Cool, fair enough for now, and I will buy that map, depending on how much it costs. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Shopkeep, can I buy these
I'm
maps?
sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
How do you know?
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Wait, why is one of Martinez so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated wheels, and designed the new street lamps.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
What happened
They
then?
didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would
Okay.
be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
I will buy the map of
Always
Martinez.
good to be informed of your surroundings.
Cool. Now I'll leave. So now, where is it? There it is.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner.
Oh, so just a few years ago.
Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Cypar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North. Finally, coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
Okay, so I have a map now, right? Which means that should... Yes! Oh, man. That has taken way too long. Okay. So that's... Alright. Wow. So that's the whirling... Is that the whirling? Yeah, because then that's the... Yeah, it's the whirling rags. That's the bookshop, I guess. Yeah. Alright. And then that was going to be... Oh, yep. Whoa, the fuck is that, man? Not one you were expecting, is it? Okay. That's way different from the one I had, but maybe it's to do with the update of the game. Like, I am playing the Final Cut version, so maybe they updated the map as well, but yeah. Alright. Anyway, it's past 9 o'clock now, so time to go to apartment number 28. Excuse me. Whoa. Thank you for the plastic bottles. Is that another one? Looks like it. There we go. Cool. Alright. Let's go. Oh, I can buy a book. If I wanted to. But I don't need to right now. Maybe next time I have to, wait around for a little bit. We want to go upstairs, don't we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Nope, wrong one. Okay. Not that way. Here we go. Balcony. There he is. Probably don't need the torch anymore. So let's just remove that. Don't need that. Yeah, don't really need any of that right now. Of course. Oh, here we go. How you going, bud?
Gendarmerie, you found me.
Indeed.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
Yes, the cleaning lady let me in. She also let me to your apartment.
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
Yeah, honestly, I'm just trying not to screw anything up. I'm not going to make things just right. I'm going to make them spectacular. I was hoping to talk to a possible witness you're welcome to have looks at medicine. This is what I'm aiming for. Yeah, let's do that.
Beautiful.
Loves that word. It is beautiful though.
I have some good news for you.
Oh.
My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight.
Oh.
I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
I'm really digging the view, yeah.
That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Now, why would I want to meet your friend?
Trust me, you do.
Okay, very well. I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark, and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
I just hope this isn't an ambush. I'm not walking into a trap or something like that.
I've got to run.
Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual as cool or mysterious ever again.
Run where?
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
Only if you promise that we'll talk again. It's important.
We'll talk. Just not tonight.
Okay.
Take care, alright?
Oh, level up. Sweet. Okay. So, what do we put it into? Well, let's have a look. Empathy, suggestion, or shivers? Can't do suggestion, can't do empathy, so I guess we're doing shivers. There we go.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
To the Sunday friend, which I will do. Okay. Okay, so that's, yeah. Alright, so these are all the... Yes. Interesting. Okay. I can do interfacing as well. I'll do that one next, I think. Okay, so these are all ones that I've still got to do. And they're all... Okay. Alright, good to know. Good to know. We can do that tomorrow. But we also can access more stuff tomorrow as well. So, oh, God. Alright. Let's have a look around first before we talk to him. Quarterly Business Magazine. Ooh. Party Dragon Silk Robe. Ooh. Expensive. Let's take it. Can we wear it? Is it +1 to drama and +1 to electrochemistry? +1 to drama. Oh, can I? Oh, okay. It has. Okay, so it goes over the top of that. Nah, I want that. But look at, oh man, that's just, look how stylish that is, man. Like, look, and it's just drapes off the shoulder. I'm like, oh, just need to get some, it's luxurious. All right, let's wear that. All right, what else we got? File for the same apartment, dated year 01. Oh, 50 years ago. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspapers. 4-poster bed, which was a cavity bed. Made of metal. Okay. What's this? A Samaran conical hat. +1 to logic, -1 to suggestion. +1 on cycle. Yeah, no, we'll keep the hat on we got now. Dishes soaked up in a pot. And an empty ashtray. What else we got? Flyers for underground parties. Dates for open lectures at a local university. Cool. So nothing too major. Politician is never off the clock. Are you a politician then?
You have acquired the robe. Keep it, officer. It looks good on you.
Done that? Thank you.
His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
He says, talking to a guy who clearly knows the importance of appearances.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Will do.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
Okay. Before we get to that, tell me where you got this beautiful silk robe from. Before we go, and I have to inquire about this wonderful canopy. We'll have to get to that right after you tell me the story about the Black Samaran hat. Yeah, tell me about that silk robe. Man.
We got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive. But
That's
the
fair.
material is great.
Yeah.
Sadly, the shop is now out of business.
Okay.
That's really all I can tell you about it.
Okay. You actually witnessed the lynching. What's the official? Can you tell me about your friend? So you actually witnessed the
I'm
lynching.
sorry to say I did, officer.
Start from the beginning, if you don't mind.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
Meaning it was entertaining? Yeah. Meaning it was terrifying? Well, if it's like a play, it'd probably more be in line with entertaining.
No, no. I mean, it was so strange. I could barely believe what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Can you describe them?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez. Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanity.
How many of them were there?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
Okay.
Sound familiar? That matches the prints you observed at the scene.
Yeah, but any of them huge, like 200 kilos huge.
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human. As far as I could tell.
So what happened next?
I went back inside.
Wait, so you didn't actually see the lynching
Officer,
happen?
the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Were they men,
All
women?
men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
What ethnicity were they?
I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Aeropagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
Okay, what happened
Well,
next?
that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
Yeah, what do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy. Surely there was some sort of, commotion.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Why didn't you call the RCM?
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
Can you at least tell me when it happened?
All I can say is that it was late.
So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
Well, that was a waste of time. Those are all my questions. Thanks for your time.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
Yeah, well, wasn't much of an assistance, but thank you. What's an official like you doing in Martinez?
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Okay, but what are you doing here in this apartment? So you become a bureaucrat. What is this international community? What is the price stability? So yeah, come some kind of bureaucrat.
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability. This is one of the main projects of the Moralini.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the moral intern is joking or not.
Okay, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here.
I see.
You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
I've heard about this moralist before, but I want to know more.
It's the International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition.
So you're a moralist.
But of course.
But why?
Because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values.
What is a normal, stable world?
The Occident is part of the normal world. Oranje, Sur-la-Clé.
Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
And what about the rest of Revachol's panel?
Revachol
Who is defining normality and stability?
It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy.
I mean, I'm not saying that Revachol doesn't need, improvement on things and everything like that. It doesn't need to be, I mean, clearly there's some things that are that are just systemically wrong. But who is to say how it gets fixed and where and in what condition? Fix it, but how are you going to fix it? And how, are you still going to be, once it has been fixed, are you going to be like, okay, now we oversaw it all, so now we're going to oversee the city entirely? Like, are you just be careful. Just be careful.
But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
I don't think I'm a moralist. Moralism sounds going to do more action. Moralism, the ideology of foreign occupiers, which wants to become my Revacholians. Don't want to raise the meaning of shame as I'm okay. I'm choosing option D. None of you above. Is that moralism? Is meaning of shame as long as the working class is under the boot heel of the capital. Yeah, I mean, I kind of tend to agree a little bit on that one.
My friend. But the lesson of the revolution is that communism does not work.
Are you telling me this world here is working out well?
It's moving towards the right direction, and that's all that matters. Progress is measured in centimeters, my friend. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Yeah, what is the international community?
La communauté internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
Okay, and what is the price stability?
It is the most important thing.
That doesn't tell me anything.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment.
The price regulation on everything?
Which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
So how does this benefit
Take your
us?
daily bread, for
Yeah.
example.
Yes.
Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
2% of what?
But not too far below. No. Too below is also bad. Low, but close to 2%.
Not answering my
The
question.
coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
Okay, if transparency is one of your principles. Okay, alright, give me a leaflet.
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the moral interne. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency.
Okay, alright. You're swaying me a little bit. You are swaying me a little bit, which is good. Tell me about
What's
that.
there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS.
EPIS.
Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
Okay.
Darling? That can't be an official designation.
What makes Revachol look like
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been mercifully spared of Sur-la-Clé's love for meatballs and mashed potatoes.
Nothing wrong with meatballs and mashed potatoes. Well, I mean, we prefer them to be plant balls and mashed potatoes, but you know, still, it's quite nice, quite tasty. Tell me about Oranje.
Oranje is an exemplary nation who, as a core member of EPIS, contributes 28% of our annual budget. Next to Sur-la-Clé, Oranje is probably the most prominent member of the international community.
Which one of them is more EPIS? Yeah, but 28% of our annual budget. Oranje is the most prominent member. Okay. What? Yeah.
Oranje's economy is one of the most advanced in the world. It has successfully transitioned from heavy industry to advanced services and generally acts as an engine for sustainable change in the international community.
But that didn't tell you anything about Oranje.
You can just talk like a
About what?
What is it like?
It's very urban and very well organized. Their streets are clean, their horse cars run on time, the people are polite and efficient. Like I said, they are an example for less emerged nations to follow.
Less emerged. See, it's sounding so much like the European Union or something like that. Just like, we are going to help less emerged nations to grow, and it's like it's a little bit like modern day colonization. Like, you know, road to hell is paved with good intentions. You know. Enough business. Let's talk about something
Whatever
else.
you wish, officer.
Can you tell me about your friend?
My friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
Cool. What's Kedra?
Kedra is a candidate member of
Kedra.
APIS. But between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue. That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
Why? What's this EPIS thing you keep talking about? But that doesn't tell me anything about Kedra itself. Is it warm there, cold, something in between?
It's also known for its mandarin trees and dust storms from Supramu. Kedra is an emerging market, but it still has a long way to go. Maybe that's why my friend's ménage decided to emigrate.
So how did you two even become friends?
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happen on the Insulindian Isola. Oil platforms ablaze in the night, civil wars lasting for years. Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
What are you talking about? No one becomes friends that way.
Au contraire,
Apparently they do.
it's how millions of people end up where they are, meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
You still haven't told me who he
Sorry,
is.
who?
Your friend, the smoker on the balcony.
But
We
I
were
told
just
you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
Yeah, so all you can tell me about him is that he's ready to study arts.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
Which arts?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
What are you doing in his apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
It's dark outside.
Listen.
A baby is crying in the neighboring apartment.
Someone's baby's crying.
Oh, listen.
Oh.
The Insulindian Bay.
What about it?
This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen.
Well, that's shit.
But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
So I was asking about your
My
friend.
comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
A busy bee? What an odd choice of words.
Okay.
I'm all ears, officer.
Okay, that's all I need.
A moment, officer.
Oh?
Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Because you'll be
against
leaving?
Diplomatic best
Yeah.
practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
Okay, I'm not going to go this way or around this.
So, go ahead. It's a beautiful space.
Yeah. Although I don't really. Yeah, there's nothing else here. So.
Was there anything else?
Yeah, I guess. No, I guess that's it. See ya. You gave me really next to nothing. It's like you're transparent, but you're only transparent in what you wish to tell me. You know, it's like, yeah, who's your friend? Oh, he studies the arts. Cool. Anything else? Like, you know, it's yes, you're answering the question, but you're not. You're giving me like a what do you call it? A shallow answer. So yes, you're technically being transparent because you are answering the question and you're answering it as honestly as you're answering it honestly, but you're not. Yeah, you're not. There's no substance. That seems to be a running theme with the characters of Revachol. Yeah, right. It's just they give you just a little bit, you know. They seem very apprehensive. Come on, can we go down now? Yeah, cool. The hell is that? Oh, just a locked something locked. Nothing I can do about that. What are you? Ooh, 15 cents. Yes. Yes, please. Alright. Let's get out of here. Everyone's shady. Especially me. Alright. So I guess with that being done, that was the only thing that I needed to do in the evening. So I will, I guess, head to sleep. Get ready for a new day. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do Waterlock opens up on the third day, and that opens up a whole. But yes, that is true. So and tomorrow is the third day, is Wednesday. So yeah, we fall asleep and we unlock all of that stuff, which is interesting because I'm pretty sure we've also got, yeah, we can call Alice back as well and figure out the number on the victim's armor. Which also means we might, yeah, there'll be a lot of stuff that we can do tomorrow. Which will be in, just a couple of minutes' time. Actually, might even, just quickly knock on my neighbor's door again and see if it'll actually open.
The door is closed. Still nothing.
Okay.
A murmur in your...
Nothing. Alright. Let us crash. Can't pick up.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
Go to sleep.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No. You have to stay. Always half aware of yourself.
Okay.
You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why am I not cooperating?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver.
Oh, right.
As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately.
These are just my desserts. I'll enjoy this pain with dignity. Hey, what is this? Someone expressed as I think I need medical attention. Maybe.
Oh yes, they'll check you out, give you some pills, make it all okay. The Wonder Maker.
I mean,
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys
No.
and livers in hospital.
that is true, but
All
transplants are a thing, surely.
Is pray to God it passes and stare at the
Hello again.
darkness.
Not a whole lot, just some conversation with people who don't really want to tell me too much at all about anything. Got a map, which is good. But yeah, I spoke to someone who reminded me of a legit reminds me of a bureaucrat from the European Union or something. Said that they witnessed the lynching and the hanging, and but didn't actually witness too much that I didn't already know. Tight-lipped, ain't saying nothing. Or if they do say something, it's all it's all just shallow answers. Example, ask him about his friends, and he's like, oh yeah, no, he's really into the arts, and that's it. It's just, diplomatic, bang on. Leave it just praying to you.
You're just stuck here in the half world. Good try.
But now
looking at
we're
other
falling
people.
asleep. This is us falling asleep.
But why would you want to start doing that?
Could try looking at you're just stuck here in the half Half-world patrol looking at other people, really looking. But what would you want to say? Just get me out of here, back to the other place. I will. I'm looking at other people. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them. Humans always patrol. Really looking for. Why would you want to start? I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
Hey, some of them are actually really nice people. There are others that, you know, you need a little bit more patience with, but, you know.
Some of them are. Some of them are nice.
Yeah.
Others are scared.
See? Yeah.
At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours.
Exactly.
Running in the space between their ears, full of secrets.
Yeah.
People are beautiful, statuesque,
Mm-hmm.
parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
Yes. A menagerie of a species we are.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness. Look at all these lies.
How dare you get
walking in and out of
get thoughtful
existence.
insight?
Thoughts. You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without
Well,
you.
if you hate it so much, put me to sleep. Knock me out.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Put on your prettiest face for the masses.
I guess we are. Go on. It's the dawn of a new day, and I still look haggard and miserable. Alright, well, just like most people, when you wake up immediately, when you wake up in the morning, I'm going to go to the bathroom. So bear with me for just 2 seconds. Alright. Probably a little bit longer than 2 seconds. Maybe a bit more like, 40, but that's okay. Did you check out the mirror in the in-game bathroom? I did. So I figured out where so I've got the expression. I figured out all about the expression and where that came from.
Bathroom wall. In it,
Yeah.
your face adorned with the expression.
Did you wash your hands? Well, I'm streaming, so I'll do it later. No, I did not. I'll do it. Yeah, but I will. I'll do it. I'll do it when I finish my streaming. How's that? Attempt to. Yeah, I'm not doing that yet because it's way too low. And I do want to do the interfacing. Do that again, but I need to unlock interfacing first. Okay. That's probably still locked.
The door is closed.
Yeah, nah. Okay. I got to pay for tonight's rent as well. Oh, hello. Can I talk to you?
The woman in an RCM patrol.
Horseface. That's wow.
Notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
Okay.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Hold on, you're a patrol officer. I'm on a. Are you the cavalry? Is everything alright? Why don't you? Why? Yeah, you're a patrol officer.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Well, I'm on a murder investigation. You're the cavalry.
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Okay. Well, I'm a cop
I
too.
know.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's. Hey Kim, there you are.
It's hard to tell whether he's sarcastic or sincere, but if you had to guess, you would say the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
Alright. Is everything alright? Why do you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people at schools, have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people.
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay. Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
Cool. Broke her down.
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
So what precinct are you from? Yeah, what precinct are you from?
What precinct?
Fucking deranged lunatic.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
Okay, goodbye. I'll come back later then. Hey, it's the dude from the apartment.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
Yeah. Hi.
I see you found yourself a little something from my wardrobe.
Yeah, I did.
Bad.
I did.
Not
Yeah.
bad at all. What brings you here?
Ooh. I met your Sunday friend.
You did. And how did you like him?
Yeah, he was magical, magically bureaucratic.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
Why was he staying at your place in the middle of the night? Oh, yeah.
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
So who are you two?
Friends, I told you.
Okay.
Sunday friends.
Okay.
Friends who like to get together from time to time.
I think I know what you do. Yeah. Okay. That's cool, man.
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
It
is.
Friend, then.
On Sundays.
That's fair. Hey, as long as you two are doing, happy and healthy, doesn't matter. I don't want to talk about. I want to talk about you.
What about you, gendarme?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
This is where I'm going to go down in history. I'm going to Sicaria. I'm here to kick some ass and solve the case I'm working on.
Well, here's to you.
Yeah. Tell me again about the muscular type that came over
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
What was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
Besides muscular, did he have any other traits?
He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Cool. What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
And what did you tell him about your
What
friend?
friend?
Oh, you said...
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it came up.
Okay. Thanks for the information.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
Yeah, about the robe
You
I'm
can
wearing.
Keep it. I don't mind.
Oh, okay.
I can appreciate beauty when I see it.
I'm off for tonight. Can't keep up with this Aussie schedule. Yeah, I know. Most people can't. That's cool, man. Hey, thanks for being here for as long as you were, man. So enjoy your rest, and hopefully, I'll catch you tomorrow if you're awake. But yeah, thanks for joining me, man. Really appreciate it. Wasn't planning on giving it back anyway. Thanks. I'll carry like a piece of you. Well, it's like carrying a piece of you with me at all times. I took it to blend in. I'm undercover. You see, I am not undercover.
Is it now?
Yeah.
Well, Enjoy it.
Well, thank you. And I'll do that later when I probably a larger percentage. I got switched from 6 a.m. shifts to 8 a.m. this week though, and those extra 2 hours are literally incredible. Yeah, I think I can imagine. Peace, man.
Bye bye, gendarme.
Goodbye. All right, let's. Oh wait, no. I want to. No. Let's. While we're here, very quickly. Oh, do we need to pay, or can we go? Because, hang on. Because we're going to new places. A fisherman shacks and a church. I wonder if we're able to. Tell you what. We'll pay for the room just in case.
You got the 20 real?
Yep.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
I know. I need to see Dice Lady as well about my dice. So many things that we got to do. And so little time to do it all. Okay. First things first, Dice Lady. Don't need a torch because I know what I'm going. Cool. Wow. Can't see shit. Alright, hang on. I clearly need a torch here. Wait, nope, here. There we go.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Yeah. I came back to pick up my die.
Very good. That will be 7 real for 1 custom die.
Cool. Ooh, standard anti-riddle die. Mmm.
1 universal die for Wirral Untethered.
Look at it.
It feels icy. Just holding this die in your hand sends a jolt of cold down your spine. Through the dark resin, you can make out a nugget of bone hewn from an alligator's jaw.
Mmm, yummy. That's exactly what I want. Excellent. So that's now done as well. Yep. Okay. Items. Standard 24-sided. 24-sided. Role-playing die can be used to get results for several dice. It's made of alligator. That looks like I'm just gonna say no. Look at the map tab in the journal to see which white checks have been opened. Hang on. Oh, so it's just a different. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. That's all well and good, but we have so many things that we need to do. And not a whole lot of time to do them in. First things first. Go to the pier. Oh, actually no. Go to Kim's car and get the serial number for the armor. Yes, indeedy. Do 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 do. Come to me now.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
Pick up the radio.
Precinct 57, how may I assist you?
Did you find out more about the owner of the armor boots?
Sorry, sir. I still haven't heard back from the database.
Oh,
people.
come
I'll
on.
ring again later.
Surely it's
Is
been
there
a day.
anything else I can do for you?
Alright.
57.
In the cabin, you see.
Close the door. I swear it told me that. Hang on. Call Alice back in a day for info on the armor's owner. I thought I did. That was filled on Monday. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's now Wednesday. It's 7:45 in the morning.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a metallic drawer.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Slides back into it.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
How did you not?
Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be frustrating. Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be frustrating. 57.
In the cabin, you see a...
Don't like that. You told me. You promised. Well, you didn't promise, but you told me. What makes you lie? Fine. Guess we'll go down here. Whey! Oh yeah, this place. This dude. Okay. Oh! Workers. How you doing? Have you got it fixed? You got it working again?
A rusting control panel with...
Oh, it's all cleared up. Well, at least, that's good.
...a hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle.
Pull the lever. Close the water lock on Wednesday. Yeah, you grab the handle, pull the lever. As soon as the middle connects against you hear a loud clunk, then...
The water lock starts moving.
Hey, alright. We have access again. Wait for the clunk. Or thud.
All right, we
Sweet.
can go to the coast now. Expect rugged terrain and drives. And if you wanted to forge that document for Evrard, now you can.
Ah, yes. Yes. Radio relay hums with electricity. Oh, no. Do that one. Alright. Let's go exploring. Bragger box to power the radio pylon above you. Maybe there's something inside. Maybe. There is. 90 cents. What be around here? Oh. Traffic beyond the gate. More abandoned motor lorries. Okay. Sign says no entry. Someone scribbled an inverted star on it. Okay. Yeah, definitely locked. Okay. What else is around here? Someone has broken down the fence and the barbed wire, which is always good. Thank you very much. Swing is missing. No one's been here for a long time. Oh, I'll come back to that. Someone has left their music collection beneath the tarp. Oh. Why? Birds in the birch tree. Barely audible coos come from above. Well, come on. Glory, says the refugee, to the ghosts of us. Yeah. Oh, what's this? Oh, come on. No, I didn't want Kim. I wanted that. $1.20. Ah, yeah. This is why you explore, so that you're not destitute.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere.
What happened here?
In this yard?
Yeah.
He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
Probably a little while ago, I'd say.
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a block obscure for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
What a block obscure?
A black block. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that has fallen to gang violence. Or has become inhospitable in some other way.
On aerial photos, block obscures look like dark squares, hence their name.
So this part of the coast is a block obscure.
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drugs. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
Maybe left something useful behind,
yes. For you to scavenge like a post-apocalyptic scavenger who collects trash and errant magnesium blisters.
Yep.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
We should
I'm very well aware of what I do.
Forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation.
Oh, what's that down there? Is that the music stuff? Ooh. Ah, smallest church. Hey. That's music, isn't it?
There's no way to listen to the tape without a working tape player or portal reel at hand.
That's the song I use.
A pawn shop would have a tape player.
Right. I was gonna say that's the song I use to sing karaoke. I assume there's nothing else here. Yeah. Okay. Creaking ahead. Broken axle. Oh. I wonder if that's got anything. If that's the what do you call it? The getaway car, or the car that broke down the fence and then did whatever. It doesn't look like there's much around here. Come on. Oh, you got it in there. Alright. While we're here. Dusty shells and a forgotten chair. Ooh, can we go in here? We can. A single chair. Dim the light of the room. Cold breeze enough to make the wall planks creak. Is that it? That's the only thing. That's it. Oh, hello. There we go. What we got here? Postcard. And ooh, bow knot. Or a bow tie, really. I am wearing the shit out of that. There you are. Oh, hang on a minute. So +2 to drama, and what's that? +1 to Inland Empire. Okay. Maybe. I think we need I think we need that more than the drama one. Cause we already got +1 drama on there as well. So all right. I'll keep the bow tie, but yeah, I don't need anything else. And don't think there is anything else here, to be honest. All right, cool. A chair and a bow tie. Oh, and a postcard. Good shit. Or forget all. Oh, yeah, I could also forget all ones, but I don't really want to do that. Wait, where you at? There's a boat tucked away there.
Great news.
Yeah.
The boat is big enough for a grown man like you to fit underneath it in a supine position.
Cool. I found somewhere new to sleep. Right, what are we doing on
I
there?
don't know.
Yeah.
Sleeping? What do people do under boats? This is merely a measurement from your visual cortex. Do with it what you want.
Yeah, sounds. So great news! I found someone to sleep under this boat. Here, it'll be free. I can pretty much finish the case from under the boat here. It's dry, weatherproof, and free of charge. I'm going to live under a boat now. I'm going to become a boatman. Yeah.
Sarcastic self-pity is not what we need at this moment, officer. I understand the situation looks grim, but we must continue with our investigation.
Think of it as a salvation.
Yeah.
You have a home somewhere. All cops do. When this is done, you can return.
As long as I can remember where that is, I can, yes. Alright. I've got to look at that car. Just quickly check this out. Footprints in the snow. Yeah, I was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. I'm going to go with the latter as opposed to the former. bottle drained of all its booze, frozen in ice. Can't. No? Okay. Ooh. Banged up fuel canister. Nice.
A banged up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only
Yeah,
the
right.
cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez?
Yes, I do.
This is where they were leading.
Yeah. I knew
It
that.
appears to be so.
Let's investigate.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes
Excuse me.
up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea.
And hand over the cold
The
metal.
motor carriage is properly stuck in the
Ah,
ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it.
Oh, excuse me. What does it make of this
The logo
motor
is
carriage?
too deep in murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
How long? Well. Looks like Jacob's journey came to an abrupt end here.
Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
Yeah, nothing. Okay. Did you say something like that?
I did not.
Okay.
But I'd say it has been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
Cool. So what do we do?
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
Okay.
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside.
Probably.
Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket. A joyrider jacket.
How long will it take for low
I don't know.
tide?
An hour or two tops?
Okay. Sit on the swing and wait for the tide to recede. Yeah. Alright.
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so.
Well, it is rusted metal, so it makes
Nothing
sense.
but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Yeah, it looks very blue.
Yes, it does.
What's your favourite blue thing?
Let me think about it.
Okay. While you're thinking, I'm going to try and not do a critical fail on a 97% chance of success.
To your moustache, your chest, the ground before you. No sound though.
Come on, game. What are you doing? I said don't. Don't do a critical fail. Oh, you.
The lieutenant must think it's rather funny. He smiles and quickly turns away.
I'd like to see you trying this bloody win.
With his lips puckered, the lieutenant lets out a beautiful melodic trill that puts even the insulindic thrush to shame. You hear the sound echo on the large body of water. Clouds race across the spring sky, and suddenly you just feel better about everything.
Okay, well, at least we got out of that.
That's way better than what you did.
Well, no shit.
The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves
God damn.
like the hour hand on a timepiece.
God damn you, game.
30 minutes have passed.
At least it was just for, whistling a tune and not, convicting someone or something, or chasing someone, trying to find, not a very important clue or something like that, where it's, 99% chance of success. Oh, you rolled snake eyes. Sorry. Oh, that's annoying. The cloud wasn't saying it. Yeah, it was passed.
Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
Done. Sure, it's taking a
I
sweet
believe
time.
it's following a pattern set millions of years ago by fishing forces. But I suppose
You're funny.
it could move quicker.
Yeah.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
If you have to sit side with either the strikers or the shipping company, who would you choose? Do you think I'll ever find my gun? Man's like, yeah, who would you
Luckily,
choose?
I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
I guess that's just your way of saying you'd side with the company? I understand you're saying so, yeah. But if someone puts a gun to your head...
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment.
Oh, start. Here we go.
30 more minutes pass.
Can you make out the mark?
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I
Oh.
find it odd that you haven't. It's a Capri, Model 40.
Yes. Why haven't you?
Oh, I
It
wasn't
is a
paying
simple
attention, I
and
guess.
rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters, animal control people. You know, those kinds of people.
So is that a number on this? Oh no, that's a Windows, but
Yes, 41.
Oh.
What do you think it stands for?
Precinct 41?
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical. Does he know something about the driver of this vehicle?
41 is his rank in the underground street racing hierarchy. Small fish, this one. This must be Tommy 41, the morning host of FM 41. Looks like the factory made a mistake and accidentally called this one Capri 41. I hate guessing. District something, a precinct, something municipal. I swear it's got to be...
I'm sorry, Harry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
That's my car. That's my car.
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach.
Yeah.
And the most terrible feeling comes over you. No. Just no. Say no to this, Harry.
Yes, your car is in the sea. Face it, so we can start dealing with this.
No, I mean, seriously, it's just a coincidence.
The lieutenant just shakes his head.
Surely I didn't drive my own car into the sea. Okay, no worries. Talk soon. Bye. Have a good one. Thank you for seeing my stream, for joining in. But yeah, we'll talk soon.
I'm afraid so, yes. Damn. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here.
Maybe I was in pursuit of someone?
Of whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk.
Probably. Try definitely.
That badge is the gun. Now
The
this.
lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything.
I'm gonna take me back
People
after
are
this,
more
aren't they?
valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
Alright, how do we get it out?
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point.
So it's just gonna be there, aren't
I'm
they?
afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off.
I can still fix it.
That
It's
is
so
very
good. It's so good.
All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real.
Yeah,
But
no,
in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this.
I don't have that kind of money.
Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
This was 20% of the station's vehicular budget.
Shit. Oh well. I'd turn in my badge if I had one. Yeah.
Yes. Let's go take a look.
Alright. So I was the traffic hooligan. That's just great. Cool. Alright. Let's have a look. Oh, I have to go over here still? Alright. Hey! My badge! Yay! And commander jacket. +1 to spirit to quartz and +1 to visual calculus. Well, that had drama and electrochemistry. Let's do that. Yeah, alright, let's go back to that. Yeah, banged up fuel canister. My badge.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man.
Yep.
Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
Of course it is, but I found it.
At least something good came out of all this.
Yeah.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and in the lower right corner, your precinct. The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. But the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge.
I can understand why. I mean, look at me now.
10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
I can tell. I can probably guess why he's winking. Probably got to do with that expression, you know.
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression.
See, I know.
Although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it.
I'm doing it with, another 10 years of alcohol.
You see lines of information on it and a shining watermark.
Harrier Dubois.
Harrier? That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Cool, Harrier Dubois it is then.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information.
Lieutenant... I don't know.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
Okay, so I was right with the lieutenant part, but the hell is a W freighter?
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work.
Huh.
I am a lieutenant.
Yeah, and what about the other bit?
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank.
Oh.
In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W Freighter.
I must really like being on the beat.
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank. In your case, lieutenant.
What?
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens militia. It means counting down to twos.
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was developed by last century experimental psychologists in the University of Königstein.
Okay.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings.
And the
like
kings are?
satellite officers and the additionally a freighter rank I already explained.
Right, okay.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
So you've been putting up with all my bullshit because I'm your superior. So you've been putting up with me because we're the same. Wait, so
you are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite.
So you've been putting up with me because we're at the same rank.
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work.
Oh, thanks, bud.
It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. I know we've even found you back.
Yeah, now I just need to find the gun.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it.
Yeah, thought my rank was drunk. Alright.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary.
One can only hope. Thanks, that gives me hope. I'm afraid there are no ex-alcoholics. There are. There are. They just don't drink at all, ever, so that they can remain ex-alcoholics. That gives me hope.
Good.
Let's turn back to the
Such
document.
a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber. It reads.
So, serial number.
That's just the serial number. Rochelle, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
Rochelle, Jamrock 41, 126205, just because they can. So that's number 50.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
So why did I start drinking?
A lot of edge you have to take off. The death march really gets us going. You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better? Probably yes.
Well, I know about Precinct 41,
Yes,
but just in
it's
case.
the designation of your precinct. 41, like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor, a lot of asphalt. The 41st
is what?
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
All comes back down to money.
But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiayeva.
Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri. Suddenly, names from your decomptage flash in your forebrain. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light.
Yeah, okay, let's put the badge away. That's a lot of information we just got. And yeah, a lot of this is starting to get through all this stuff, which is good. It's good. The isometric crackles shifting.
This is it. The scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
You didn't see it in the crime.
Not as such. I'm talking about what came after the party scene. Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a
lot of cigarette butts.
Like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
So a couple of party girls here. Looks like they had a great time laughing here. There's some kind of theatre to them. This was some kind of theatre to them. A circus production by a great clown.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Okay. Alright. That's not anything? No, good, okay. Hey, more boats for me to live in. Recently been tarred. How do I... Oh, do I have to come back up here? Okay. Oh, and I can also go that way, apparently. Alright, hang on. What was there? Sounds of life in the north. A washboard scrubs filth from fabric. Okay. Cinder blocks. Extra fire pits. Bushes are too thick and thorny to pass through. Elysium. Whatever the hell that says. Ooh, what's in this barrel? +1 to Kingdom of Conscience. Interisolary. Interisolary trousers. Jesus. That took me a while. +1 to Kingdom of Conscience, whereas my ones have +1 to electrochemistry, -1 to reaction speed. Okay. So that's... There we go. Nice.
These are some wonderful regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
I like regular normal things.
I know you do. These Interisolary pants are like
Interisolary, okay.
Compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral intern on you like this. That's for sure.
Good.
You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal, even if you didn't want to be. Makes sense. This is what wearing boring office trousers does to you.
Yeah. Makes me blend in, though. Alright, what we got? You see dust-covered linens, dried tulips on a bed. Oh, that seems depressing. Quick travel unlocked. Fisherman shacks. Quick travel? Podcast has been drawn shut. No one looking in. Quick travel. There's quick travel? Oh, wow. Cool. Excellent. So I can just... nice. I'm guessing the same will occur when I go to the church as well, maybe. That's cool. A wetting stone. Well worn, covered in rust. What we got here? Construction material. Yep. Still locked. That's great. 65 cents. Thank you very much. I wonder if I can use my primer. Yes, I can. Okay. I have to remember that. Magnesium, money. Oh, in that case, let's... There we go. Glass tear, thank you very much. Oh, that was... Oh, okay, that was weird that it was in there and I managed to access it from the other side of the wall, but never mind. Anything here? Anything at all? Doesn't look like it. Okay, fair enough. Whoop.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow of air, an empty street before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
So what did the smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus
excuse me.
stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Who are the people who've crossed the road? What about the bus stop? Yeah.
Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
Okay, and what about the road?
Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn.
Dead
Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant.
Who are the people who live across the road?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1.
2 4s.
A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware.
Okay, that's enough.
The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
Don't know what any of that was doing, but never mind. Oh yeah, so +1, +2, +1, +1, +1, +1, +1. Okay. I'm assuming I can't get that. Yeah, no, alright. Hello, children.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old.
Damn.
He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
Hey, where's your mum?
The kids don't reply, absorbed in their little game.
You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
Okay.
Just like me.
Yeah, I said that.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. The rock kicker was just being shy. But now he's enthusiastic again.
Good.
You're bad with kids.
Yep. I am, yes.
Don't worry, everyone is. How about we do some police work now? We're not getting anything here.
Okay, bye kids, take care. The street sign is illegible. Below the graffito. Oh, I can go in there. Cool. Hard to see details, colours are warm and welcoming are cozy. Flower truck and nothing really grows. Hopefully in spring. Well, you gotta, you know, plant something in there to make it grow. Ooh, a fireplace. Industrial coal pellets burn with an orange glow.
Hello, mister.
Hello, Lily. Young girl barely 4 photos and says she's looking with frank
She clutches
curiosity.
a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
I heard there was a girl here who has to have gloves. Is that you or your parents or the twins outside your brothers? What's that stuff burning? What's that you're holding? Where are your parents?
My mom's outside, and I don't really know about my dad.
Okay. Are the twins outside your brothers?
Yes. They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside.
Oh.
They look the same. Sometimes I can't tell them apart.
Yeah, they look identical, right? Said the same
They
thing.
look identical.
I heard there was. Oh yeah, what's that? What's the thing you're holding?
It's Lammy. He's my friend. So.
Huh.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Okay. Well, pleased to meet you, Lambie.
Lammy usually doesn't like strangers, but you're also fuzzy, like Lammy.
Yeah. What's that?
It's a grouse.
Oh.
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you replace the broken screwer you almost certainly broke.
Ah, yeah, but what's it for?
I don't know.
Can I have it? I know someone who really likes stuffed birds.
Sure, just go and get it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry.
Cool.
Alright, you just need to grab it from the ceiling and go.
Just very quickly, we should probably put points in interfacing. Because there's a thing that we gotta do with the checks. I heard there was a girl who has armored gloves. Is that you?
Oh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives. I think someone hid them there.
Okay.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
That's fine. Where are the gloves now?
I hid them. The twins were gonna take them. They're stupid.
This is stuff I unlocked. Searching for
We're going
confirmation.
to need those gloves. It's for important
Excuse me.
police business.
Yes.
Oh. They're in my sandcastle.
Okay.
Behind our house.
Okay.
Under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good.
Thank you. And catch you later. Bye. Take the bird. Thank you very much. Get back on Gart's good side. Thank you, little girl. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Lambie. Okay. So, sandcastle. Out back. I'm assuming here.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away.
Yeah.
You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network.
Broken.
The little castle?
Yeah.
The reigning lord must have come upon some really tough times to live in such decrepitude.
Let's reach into the catacombs, pull out what we want.
Floors give way to the giant's greed, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Yes.
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armor collection front.
Yeah, not doing too bad. Alright. Oh, yeah, gotta take the stuff out to guards. So I can also do... I can go back and try the mirror again, which is good. Yeah, cool. Slowly getting through it. Slowly getting through it. What else do we have? Ooh, okay. We got a lot of stuff going on around here. Little black swallow, so you hear it. Sure. Can we go up there? Oh yeah, we can. Can we? I thought we could. Water runs from the west. The source is upstream. A broken pipe, potentially. I want to get up there, but I don't think I can. I just don't know how yet. Unless there's another access point around here. There's not, but there is. Cool. Never mind then. Let's go talk to the grandmama. I'm assuming it's grandma.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the Apricot Suzerainty.
Okay.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Oh, of course. No worries.
Then how does she know you're...
Yeah. Well, she can still probably hear you and smell you, and, you know, just because you have cataracts doesn't mean you're completely blind, I assume. Lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
That's fair.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Yeah, when you said we're cops, we don't cause trouble, we take care of it.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago.
That's a long
You also
time.
came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did.
Yeah.
But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally.
Yeah.
I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there.
Oh,
He was
okay.
brooding. Needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place. Somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
What kind of emotion are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
If I consider no home, why hasn't anyone told me that?
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you.
Yeah.
And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built.
One that just doesn't...
I'm sorry there's not
Okay.
enough of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others.
Fair.
Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
What's further down the coast? Tell me about it. Yeah, tell me about yourself.
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
Isabel
Now it's
Sadie.
your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant W. Flitter Harrier de Bras.
Quite a handle you got there.
Mm-hmm.
So many titles. One of them double.
Mm-hmm. Wait, is Sadie's one of them? Yeah, no, I'm not getting her signature. Bugger off. What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the Doloyan Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
Who else is down? Oh, what else is down the coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Isn't okay? So which is it?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Okay. And anything
Of
else?
note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk, but it's closed.
And that's it.
What? You're one of those real estate people with
No.
used to be a supply depot. We think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jam shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible.
Nothing is impossible, surely.
Nope, just highly improbable.
And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
Okay.
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap, a blank spot on the map, just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Who else lives in this
Well,
village?
there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they are away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
Which drunks you talk? Do you know these drunks?
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
Is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here, for you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks try hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
Okay.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
Cool. Thank you for your time, ma'am. Locked tight. Yeah, Tear! What are these doing in the fish? What are what doing in the fish? What the? Franco-Nigerian cavalry boots. +1 to perception. +1 to composure. -1 to savoir-faire. Whereas... Oh yeah, there we go. Ooh, I've got... you actually have gloves. +2 to interfacing and +1 to half-light. No, we'll keep those gloves. Oh yeah, and then we got that. Cool. Let us talk to you. Lillian! Sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip. Ooh, okay.
Anything I can help you with?
It depends. Where are we exactly?
Fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
Okay. First, what is your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Yeah, clever. Okay.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts.
I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help. What do you do around here? Is that your boat?
Sure is. The sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday.
Yeah, okay.
It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Indeed it is.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound.
Fair. What have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once.
A mine? Wow.
Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
Yeah.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all.
Okay.
Choose wisely.
Oh boy. Mine. Yes, I could use a mine. Where is it? Drugs. From this major narc. Space looks bad. Why don't you leave? Okay, no. I need to know about those human bodies.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch.
Fair enough. Nice sword. Does it come with the story?
Fortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story.
Oh.
It's to intimidate folks mostly.
So, wait, do you know how to use it?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
Yeah, that's true.
But not when you're in a tight spot.
It is imposing. And isn't that what guns are for?
Guns are expensive and fragile, I think. Besides, I got kids. Can't have guns around them, and sometimes a sharp blade is enough to keep folks at bay.
Okay.
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
That we do. Can I borrow that sword? Why don't more men arms are so effective? So are all the men now.
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
Yeah. Well, they're probably trying to lie to themselves as well. True, most people I've met are scared. Yeah.
No one wants to talk about how frightened they are. But only frightened people are really dangerous. And plenty of them are dangerous.
So where are they? Where are all the men
Some
now?
went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Oh. Why? If this,
Yes, I enjoyed the way he bled.
Okay.
If it is,
all right.
then why the melancholy?
So where's your husband
Come.
now? Disappeared?
It absolutely does not. We are not going to look for him.
Oh.
No. There's nothing to find. He's dead.
Oh.
Lost to the waves.
Okay.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later.
I'm sorry.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss,
Sorry.
know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on.
Okay.
There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Yeah. Yeah, death is nothing. Shit on death. What? You should have thrown yourself in the waves after. No. Time is really the best cure for sorrow, isn't it? Yeah, time heals all. Well, time heals most wounds. So I'll let that go and move on. Gotta keep the wheel spinning.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on.
Because you have to.
Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her.
Okay.
She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
No. I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for a missing cryptozoologist.
I don't think I know what these are.
Oh, okay.
Care to elaborate?
People look for animals who are hard to find.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen?
2 old guys have been wandering around here. nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Where did they go?
Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
Okay, I guess that's
well,
it.
How can I assist you then, officer?
Guess I'll be seeing you. Is there anything here? Whoa. Yeah, cool. Wolfish swimming in the lake. Cool. Oh, swimming in the kelp. Oh, what's in here? More money. Excellent. Alright. I wonder if I can get those signatures. Handwritten note from the fridge, white envelope.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 14
Oh,
month
okay.
construction
They could be
period
watching me
and
here,
the
so
zoning
that's not.
plan in.
Inside you, the cozy sound some kind of heater sputtering. Oh, nice. Alright, so let's continue on up the coast briefly, for as long as we can, until we have to end the stream. Rusting. Mazout. Okay. That's an old rear tire. Yeah, looks like the back axle of a decrepit car. How far back this way can we go? Oh, yeah. Oh, look, an outhouse. Oh, boathouse. Strong breeze might blow it over. Yeah, maybe. Oh. Hey! Let's just keep getting that dosh. Ancient paintings peeling off the roof of the shadowed bench, covered in rust. So it's entree interdite. Okay. Or ticket taker booth, no longer in operation. People, yeah. Apparently they did back in the day. Can we cross? Yes, we can. What we got? What? What is that? Oh, it's for the neck. Okay, Inland Empire. -1 perception, +2 to logic. Yeah, nah. Keep the necktie. Doors only bar shut. It is inaccessible. Yay! What I like to hear. Oh, more money? More money. Oh, and a box, possibly with more. Well, I was going to say possibly with more money, but yeah, and it does. Tear in tear form. Another 20 cents and another tear. Yeah. Nope. Okay. No boat in the boathouse today. Is there going to be a boathouse in there any day? It looks. I don't think so. Ooh, is that a cryptozoologist by any chance? Did I just happen to wander into your presence? Ooh. Oh, okay. There's a bloke there. Yep, there he is.
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
Moral.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
Yes, good morning.
His self-conscious infusion renders his movements ungainly. He looks like your understanding of a scientist.
Kind of.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Well, you've been pretty much declared missing.
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
So you must be moral, the cryptozoologist.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
That's sarcasm.
Yeah, I know.
He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
You don't seem to have to see the RCM.
Oh no, it's all right. I'm just busy.
Oh.
What's this about?
Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
It's no longer broken.
The 881 is a raised motorway that separates Martinez from Jamrock. The labyrinth of streets underneath it makes it difficult to pass. Not like walking over a nice water lock.
The water lock's been fixed. It was fine when I crossed it. And I'm going to... Yeah, I am... Why would I tell him that I'm the one who broke it?
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yep.
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
I will, and I will.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
Okay.
His hands are large and weather-worn, but also used to delicate, precise work. For all his passion, this man is diligent and patient. You could learn things from him.
Yeah, I could, couldn't I? So tell me about this phasmid you're looking for.
Why we've been knee-deep in the reeds, laying traps for him.
So what makes it difficult to find?
Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there?
That is true.
And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators or scientists in our present case.
Okay, and what sort of specialised techniques is the phasmid using to hide
It's
itself?
my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defences that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex.
Right. So like an illusion. Yeah.
But I cannot
A
describe
natural
how
illusion.
these defences work, much less how they evolve, without studying a live specimen.
Fair. So how big is it?
I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm.
That's pretty big for an insect. That's decent. Why assume this? Aren't there more? Yeah.
Typical rookie assumption. Insects
Just
are
asking the
much more
question.
Sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for.
Yeah, okay.
Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of any cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defences, find out how it stayed hidden so long.
Yeah, that's fair. So what have you discovered about it so
Very
far?
little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
So no one's ever found one, not even a dead one.
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
Yeah, but how?
It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement.
There's an underlying self-belief there. Like I say self-belief, not belief of self, but like it's just it's not so much that he knows, but it's more of a he needs to know that it exists.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly
belief.
that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
What makes you think the phasmid is here in Martinez? Maybe it has died out? Yeah.
There was a credible sighting here recently. A pair of teenagers described a creature that matched the Insulindian phasmid to an uncanny degree, despite not knowing what it was themselves.
Okay.
It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
Have you thought? Yeah, maybe you thought. Have you thought about them?
I have to
The fact that they
resist
died
the
out.
thought. Such an
Okay.
extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
He means asexual reproduction.
Oh,
The females of the
okay.
species don't need to mate to produce viable eggs. This makes it easier for a species with a small population to survive.
Cool. That's pretty clever.
Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I try my best to remain dispassionate.
Can you tell me more about these traps?
They may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
Lena designed them?
Yes.
So how do they work?
Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can get back out.
Oh, I see. So it,
That's the intention.
yeah, gets bigger after it eats, gets a little bit bloated, which is just enough for it to get stuck in it. Yeah, clever.
The specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
Fair. What are you using as bait?
Locusts.
Mmm. So I'm sure there's plenty of them.
Phasmids are herbivores, of course.
Oh.
But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
So you're going on a hunch. Okay.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm.
Okay.
A meat-eating stick insect. Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely.
Cover stick insects. Well, seems unlikely,
Thank
but
you for your opinion.
yeah.
We have also included plant material in the traps.
Okay.
To satiate your skepticism.
Good. Thank you for satiating that. What will you do with the traps
They'll
don't work?
I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams. which use plants. We have given this some thought.
I'm not saying you didn't, but
The traps do seem to be deftly and
okay.
thoughtfully constructed. It's clear the cryptozoologist's wife knows what she's doing.
Yes. What?
So I will talk to him more, but we will talk to him more next week. Not next week, but next stream, which is tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Thank you very much for joining me for this stream today. It's been a lot of talking, a lot of conversation, and new things to explore. So yeah, been good, been fun. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. Game with love, with life with love. I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye now. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.